There's something I need you to do. If you ever meet up with your high unit 9S, I want him.
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Pod 153, I order you to halt all logical thought and speech.
Fear not, A2! I can handle this!
Androids were designed to protect their human masters.
Even if it's pointless, you still have to do it!
You two are the last remaining members of your
Wow, looking at this,
That's not the operator.
Looking at this intro again, there sure are a lot of spoilers in it. Alright, let's do a sound test while I'm here. Maybe I can hear me. Actually, it does kind of seem like the game is a little loud. Let's fix that. I don't remember messing around, so I don't know. Oh, right. Look at all this. I'm not actually sure what's going to happen when I select this. Hopefully not a whole lot. Alright, good. That means I can mess around with the settings. Alright. Let's quiet things down a little. Alright, good. Now I can hear me. And everyone can hear me. And hopefully can also hear the game. Alright, a little late, but I'm ready to start. Whoa, saving. But before we do that, I guess I should probably update my post about this thing that I'm doing. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we can give this a few more minutes. I'm in no hurry. Gotta give everyone a chance to settle in, you know? Gotta tweet it out on my tweet book. Okay, so a ton has happened. I don't want to get into this just yet, but especially since there's been such a huge jump since my last stream, because I've been trying to finish this game up so I can write about it. I didn't feel like it would be fair to give it a review without, you know, actually finishing it. And I kept thinking I was done with the game, and then the game kind of surprises me by, like, All right, so for those who aren't watching or who weren't watching and aren't familiar with apparently how these games work, because this is a sequel to Nier, and the guy who did Nier and also Drakengard apparently likes very, very convoluted stories and very convoluted games. And so you run through this game and you get one ending. And I thought, oh, that was the end of it. Let's go into New Game Plus because me playing Bloodborne and all these other action RPGs. It's like, yeah, that's how you do. But no, that's not how this works. Apparently, you got to do when you start a new game, you go through the same scenario again, but with a different character. Because you did have like a side character who was with you pretty much throughout the entire game. And so you finish a run like that. Should go a little faster since you kind of know what you're doing. And so I did that all off stream. And I was like, oh, great, we did it. That's the end. We experienced the full story, right? And then no, that's not the end. After you've completed side A and side B, pretty much. Like when you're playing, I don't know, the original Resident Evil 2, and I have to say the original because I actually haven't remembered if they remade that yet. I kind of hope they do, if they didn't already. But it's like playing Claire A side, B side, Leon A side, B side, and their paths intersect, and then instead of the game ending there, it then continues, and then you keep playing from there, which I did, and I reached the end of that scenario, thinking that the game is over. And this is currently where I'm at. It unlocked chapter select, which makes me think that the game is over, but I don't know what's actually going to happen when I hit start game. So yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's see what happens when I hit this button. So obviously, a ton of spoilers because I'm
Everything that lives
neck
is
deep.
designed to end.
Oh boy.
We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment?
Oh shit, am I back in the beginning of the
I often think about the God who
game?
blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
Oh man, now she wants to kill God? This was not mentioned earlier, by the way. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this looks like the beginning again.
Squadron, come in. 2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board. This is
Yeah,
Operator
alright, so
6-0.
this is the beginning
All units
again.
Confirmed. We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target. Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the
Okay.
Goliath-class unit by any means necessary.
So, nothing different from the beginning so far. Yeah, alright, we lose a bunch of our friends, that's great.
12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Oh, alright, I can
Origin
move.
point of long-range lasers confirmed.
I don't have the authority! Fuck you and your authority!
11B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Gotta cancel those HO229s. That sounds like a form. You gotta fill those out, in triplicate.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
This is just the beginning again. What the
Requesting
fuck?
permission to engage. Permission granted.
R1 to fire. Alright, so we in bullet hell now.
7E, down.
Can I switch pods? Oh, I can. Sweet. So it remembers my pods. It remembers everything. So this is a new game, which is why my level is still level 60 and everything is kind of more difficult. Maybe if I push him out of the way, he won't die.
1D down. Assuming captain's duties.
Alright. Now I am field promoted. I did it. Alright, so where is this game taking me now? Like, I have to, I guess, play through this bullet hell section some more. Maybe now that chapter select is opened up, whatever else I need to do to progress is in the chapter select
Multiple
menu.
Surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Gotta change it up. Oh boy. Now, this beginning part was a little bit more difficult when the first time through because of the well, one, you didn't have different different shooty things. So right now, like, I have the laser, and I think that helps a lot. You also didn't have ways to auto heal, which kind of makes a difference. It made the game true bullet hell. Right now, it's like, it's bullet hell, but like easy mode.
Captain, I think...
Well, now you're not thinking anymore, are you,
4B
bitch?
down. 2B to operator 6.
Alright,
All
nothing's
allied
really
units
different.
down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to
Keep
rendezvous
doing
with Unit
your
9S
thing.
and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
Never mind that all your friends are dead. And now we in Star Fox mode. I mean, I commented the first time through that it was pretty cool how seamlessly this game transitions between bullet hell and like the usual 3D action RPG segments, and now we're in like side-scrolling bullet hell. Reminds me of like some of those old arcade games, like Gradius. UN Squadron was also like, oh god, what the fuck? Why am I not doing the thing? Okay. I was gonna say, how come I can't do the thing while firing the laser, but apparently that was just me being dumb. Oh, and there's another thing to note is there are 26 endings in this game, but most of them are like joke endings, and apparently a bunch of them you need to get them by just like dying at different parts of the game. And I believe there is one that unlocks if I die during this shooting segment. Which, I mean, I don't really plan on getting all 26 of the endings. I believe that is a PlayStation trophy, but, ooh, level up. The interesting thing about this game, and I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, but, there is an in-game shop that lets you, using the in-game currency in the game, buy the trophies so that you don't have to legitimately unlock them yourself. So you can platinum this game without actually doing any of the platinum challenges, or the trophy challenges. So I have like really mixed feelings about that. I mean, I think trophy hunting on its own thing is kind of stupid, but I also feel like some games can actually do it well. Not all games. I think Witcher 3 did it very poorly, and I think, Bloodborne did it really well. Oh no, I broke all the things. Yeah, nothing's different so far. I'm under the impression that the whatever it is that I need to do to progress has to do with using chapter select. Whee! Wait, can I? Oh, okay, I can menu, so that's good. And I think this is the chipset that I like. Let's see if there's anything here. Alright, so I can't save, but there's a way to do chapter select. But it looks like all the quests I've done are still done. So, yeah. Huh. Alright, well, I'll figure this out, I'm sure. I also noticed that these guys aren't scaled to my level, which is, so far in many of the other parts of the game, the enemies are scaled to your level. Yeah, unnecessary cutscene. But I guess this part is still very much like tutorial land. It's like I started another game. Yeah, even this guy's only level 3, and I'm like level 61.
This enemy is unrelated. Proposal.
This thing is gonna die so fast. Breaking all the things.
Laser communications recovered.
Alright, so break all the things.
Pod program download complete.
Alright. It doesn't even seem like I have to do any of the tutorial stuff. I just have to like kill the boss.
Better make sure he's actually dead.
Skip all the cutscenes.
You're 2B, right? My name.
Cups, no.
Oh, I've
Blah
got.
blah 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 blah. And I still can't save. Huh. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do now. I mean, it has to do with the chapter select, I'm pretty sure. But I don't want to like quit out and then well, maybe I do have to quit out. Like if I don't save, then I lose that level that I worked really hard to get. Haha, not really. Yeah, nothing I've done in a, yeah, I can't hit it. Not with this weapon. Gotta switch to Gatling. Alright. I noticed that the Gatling gun fires like, its initial shot is like a big bullet. That might be because I upgraded the pod. So these guys should be scaled to my level now, right? No? Okay. I mean, the game's gonna be real easy if I'm playing through this at level 61. Oh man. Oh right, because I have that thing that lets me. Oh man. So the witch time. That like the bullet time that happens when you do a dodge. That's because of a plugin chip that I've got like in the previous game. So it basically turns this into more like Bayonetta. Can I self-destruct? Okay, so I can't self-destruct. So yeah, this is treating it like it's a new game, except new game plus, I guess.
2B?
Which I don't think this is where I want to be.
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. Give me that. Give me that map. Alright, I'm gonna get to a point where I can save, and then back out. See what I can do from there. Like, it's not like I'm gonna be gaining much here, because these guys aren't scaled to my level, and it is treating it like I haven't done anything in the game yet. Like, this is pretty close to like a new game.
Exit confirmed closed.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
Like, I'm one-shotting all of these things. And not even like with melee attacks, I'm doing it with the pod's stupid pea-shooty gun. Alright, lock on, keep firing. Also, I got shockwaves for my melee attacks. Not actually sure that is really accomplishing. Whoa, okay.
You know,
This bridge isn't down either.
I'm glad you're here.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
The one thing I've always wanted
Stop
to
calling me ma'am.
that I thought was weird
It's
and
unnecessary.
All right,
still
then.
not
2B it is.
still not something that I'm sure of. Well, okay, there's a couple of things that I still haven't quite figured out from the game, like from playing this game. One thing being, why is it always
This place
morning?
sure is
Like,
big.
why is it always daylight? I don't think that's ever fully
I
explained.
guess humans used to use it as a weapons factory.
I haven't actually played
Now it's just
the
crawling with
true
machines.
ending though, so
The
maybe
enemy
that gets
seems to have
explained.
repurposed the
Or maybe it
facility
was
to increase
explained and
their
I
overall
totally
machine
somehow missed
production.
it. But
so if we don't destroy it, we'll
it's
just
always
keep coming.
morning or it's always daylight, and I don't know why. I'm not sure the game ever explains why. And I also don't know why there's an insistence from 2B at least that emotions are unnecessary, but it's very clear that the androids are programmed with emotions. And the machines, who are the enemies in the game, don't natively have emotions. Also, as 2B, I can't hack these boxes. Alright. There was like another shortcut back there that I didn't open, but I'm not under any pressure to unlock anything right now. I just want to get to a save point. Actually, now that I think about it, do I have to complete the scenario to complete the whole tutorial to do this? Oh man. Man, this game is throwing me for a loop. It's like I played through this already, and what does the game want me to do from this point on? Fuck it, we're gonna go back to the title screen. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be very hard to get back to this. I think I have to do chapter select. Like, it's the only thing that makes sense. All right, game. What do you want me to do? How do I do you, game? Because I've gotten 3 of the endings, or 3 of the necessary endings. There's a whole bunch of I guess joke endings. Alright, so we'll load this one up. Yeah, the endings A, B, C, G, K, T, and U. So that's what, 7 out of the 26 possible ones, and like 20 of them are all jokes anyway. So there has to be an ending D, and I need to figure out how to do it. Debug room. I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. It's gonna be interesting. Why is there a debug room on a console version of the game? All right, so I'm just in a Coliseum. All right, and it looks like it has my the weapon loadout that I had from. Oh, that was another thing I noticed in that previous game that I just exited from. Ooh, can I jump down there? No? Okay. In the game that I just exited from, I was using the default weapons. And right now I'm using the last weapons that I had equipped from the previous game. So, I don't know what that's about. Alright, so what? R2 plus blah blah, save function. Wow, this really looks like a debug menu. Alright, this doesn't actually look like it's gonna accomplish anything though, so let's back out of this. Alright, I'm gonna guess that whatever is going on, whatever it is I need to do, it's not in the debug room. I really hope it's not. That would be a cruel trick from this tricky game by tricky developer Square Enix. Actually, I'm not sure they developed this game. I'm pretty sure they published it, but I'm not sure they were the ones who developed this, because if they did, why is this so much better than Final Fantasy 15? Like, if they were devoting resources to developing this game, yeah, I don't know. Alright, so let's try the chapter select here. Like, oh my god, all the spoilers. Okay, so there was a part in this game where... So I've noticed, because I've been through this menu before, I've noticed that there are points in the... it will tell you how many quests you've done and how many quests you're missing. So I know, like, all of Chapter 1 has no quests. And apparently in Chapter 2 there's a quest that I somehow forgot to do. So... I mean, I don't think there's any particular pressing need to finish all the quests. At least it's not for a trophy. It might be needed for materials or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Alright, so there's gotta be some kind of clue. Alright, let's try this. The tower. So there was a point in the game where I could choose between, playing as A2, who's basically 2B. Spoilers, 2B dies. Or choosing 9S's path. And I chose 9S. Wait, what? Both greet there? Alright, so A2's final moments. That was when because I chose A2's side on this. And, so A2 dies. But I'm pretty sure 9S also died when I did that. Alright, so I think... I just have to do this again. Oh, okay. Why is... Alright. Alright. Okay, so these question marks. Okay, alright. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. I think I'm doing it right. Okay. So the last time I did this, I chose A2, so now I should choose 9S. Assuming that this is the part that I think we're at. Means I gotta change my chipset too.
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
And 9S doesn't give a fuck.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And Yorha was created to perpetuate the lie.
Yeah, spoilers.
But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time.
I'm actually not sure about that. It seemed like it was actually programmed to activate, after you kill Adam and Eve, which, I mean, plot-wise was like, okay, maybe the timing just happened to sync up, but it seemed more like it was programmed to activate when the androids were in danger of when the androids were in danger of discovering that humanity was extinct. So, I don't think certain amount of time is entirely accurate here.
Me, sacrificial lambs. Isn't that hilarious?
9S.
Shut up! You
I'm
killed
insane.
2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually, but the model designation 2B was just a
Oh yeah, this was the other twist that was just like, what the fuck? Like, sometimes twists are good, but this one was like, what the hell?
The designation is 2E.
And it's revealed that the Type E are designed to kill other androids. Oh yeah, even says it right here. Also, that scene is just so weird when she chokes 9S, and it looked oddly sexual.
Shut up! Shut up!
Wait, was they on a ledge?
You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational
153. I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
No more logical thought. Alright, so I chose A2 here because 9S was clearly bonkers the first time, and I couldn't, like, support him. But I guess we gotta do this one now. Yeah, in the game, both decisions, the game asks for a confirmation, so it pretty much spelled it out for me that it's like, okay, yeah, you're definitely getting one of two endings here. And then begin. Oh, wow, okay. Now it's a side battle?
It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
9S!
Huh. Okay, so the other one was like a straight up, like 3D battle. Or we gotta switch to Type A and then try to hack her.
Why do I long for humans?
Hacking is kind of a stupid thing in this game, honestly. So yeah, whenever you hack as 9S, you get to play this minigame. And if you do the minigame right, then you've successfully hacked all of the things.
Why do I desire the
And then she
that
takes
no
all the
longer
damage.
exists?
It's how we were made. Androids were designed.
Although this is a very interesting hacking. Usually it's like top down and it's just like Geometry Wars shit, which I mean not very different from what we're seeing right now. But this angle seems more isometric. Also, holy hell, so many bullets. And you're allowed to take like 3 hits, and you need to like blow up all of the gray things before you can go for the thing that you're actually the goal is to break this thing right here. But it's always gonna have a shield until you break like all the turrets and all of the other things that can shoot at you. And you usually have a pretty strict time limit, but it felt like I had like a minute to do that one. Alright, so we'll just kill her.
Our core programming demands that we...
Shut up!
Alright, there we go. Oh man, I thought that was gonna be the kill right there.
Take care of 9S.
2B.
Aww, because 2B told her not to kill Ina. Oh, they've killed each other. Oh no. This isn't the good ending either. Wow, he sure is struggling a lot for... Like, A2's already, like, super dead. Alright, so, this too is not a good ending. Welp. Fatal system error. Well, great. Emergency evacuation. So that sounds like it's like... Oh, why am I hearing... Oh, okay. Here we go. A newly manufactured scanner model. Oh, so it's... Is this like his last save? Space of blinding light. Oh no. Oh man, I hope they don't consider this a good ending because he's very clearly like booted up from a previous save and is no longer whiny emo kid who learned all the truths of the world. No god to believe in. Oh, wait, so he at least has this little detail figured out. Okay, this is weird. So it seems to be implying that he already knew from the beginning that 2B is an executioner model. but he was overcome by his desire to not be alone. Okay, alright. Now that's another thing that I mean, I don't know if the game is doing it on purpose, but like this whole crap about like God and souls, and I don't know if it's like if God is fictional in this world, because my understanding is that there are at least in the Drakengard universe, which is which is technically a prequel to this game, there are gods that are real. So yeah, the whole God and soul thing is just I'm actually of the opinion that this game is better and makes more sense if you don't treat it as if you treat it completely as something that stands alone, like no Drakengard, no first Nier, just this game. When it leaves enough that's nebulous and unexplained that it's not something that you actually need to make this game make sense, and I actually think it's enhanced if you don't have the answers. Who's the red girl? Built to destroy the human server. Okay, so now it's like jump way ahead here. And rob the android, blah blah blah. What? They saw how we live, considered the meaning of existence, and came to a different conclusion. It fires an arc? Sends those memories to a new world. Perhaps they'll never reach that world. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so that red-haired girl was like the AI. That creepy AI that was supposed to, I guess, represent the consciousness of all of the machine enemies. God, why are we getting this in text? Why is this all being told and not shown? Why is this game just jumped off the deep end? Also, I think this text is is fading further and further as we go on. Aw, no reason to hate the machines. Oh no, you're losing your will to fight. That's when you become hollow. Oh yeah, this is definitely fading. Okay. Okay. I do have a choice here. Alright. Let's try this one. I'm really glad I backed up my save to the USB. Alright, so is this the good ending? What's happening? Alright, so the big salty structure falls apart anyway. Ooh, are those... Oh, yep, they're dead. Wait a... Oh. Right. Pascal isn't dead. He's just, he reactivated. Childhood's ending. Okay, or childhood's end. Alright, so this was Path D. What the fuck? And it's scrolling downwards. That's great. Alright, I can't skip this though. What the fuck? That's weird. I'm pretty sure the game let me skip the
Report.
Oh.
All Yorha unit black boxes now confirmed offline.
I see. That's why I
Our mission
can't skip
to
this.
oversee the progress of Project Yorha is complete. Proceeding to final stage of project. Commencing deletion of all data.
Oh. Oh dear.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Fuck. Sure.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Okay.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Okay, so the game really is going to delete my save files on me. And I prepared for this because I knew that that was one of the possible endings in the first Nier game. I think it's kind of bullshit, but...
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Oh.
Pod 153 to Pod 042.
Denied?
Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
What?
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating data salvage.
Huh. This game, what the fuck?
Pod 153, you hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
Yeah, yes? Okay. Alright. And that was ending E? What the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
The defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues, our consciousness data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153.
Okay.
We were created to execute the android's Project Yorha plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information, something happened. I cannot deny the feeling of something resembling consciousness and emotion being born.
Oh boy. So, ending credits plus bullet hell plus existential discussion. Oh my god. This game's like just throwing everything out at once now. I mean, can I even die here? What happens if I die here? I haven't been hit even once, but who knows? Wait, maybe I'm not supposed to be shooting these things. Because this is supposed to be like the data purge, and oh man, why you do this to me, game? Why are you making me question my motives? It's like you give me a Geometry Wars section of the game, and you can't expect me not to shoot these things. Oh man, there are so many things to shoot. Also, if this section goes as long as the credits, then this is gonna take a while. This is gonna be a lot of bullet hell. It's okay, the orange one's gonna be destroyed. This is good so far. I haven't taken any hits. Again, still questioning my motives. Not sure if I'm supposed to be like destroying the end credits like this, because it seems to be representing a data purge. And by purging all the data, I think that might actually mean it'll delete my save. Who knows? All right, I'll do what the developers clearly intended me to do right now, which is shoot all these things, shoot all the things. I'm not actually sure that this will even let me continue if I don't destroy all the things. Also, they're shooting at me. I think it's only fair that I shoot back. Oh man, I really don't know where this is going. I mean, I did back up the save because I still don't have the platinum in this game yet, which means if this really does delete my file, then it means I won't be able to get the platinum as easily. So I'll have to load up the file from a USB because I was prepared for this. Interestingly, I think if you didn't play the other games and therefore did not know about that thing in Nier, where one of the endings, or rather the canon ending, I guess, because this whole game is actually based on that ending from Nier, where you delete your save file. Because if you didn't know anything about original Nier, you might not have realized that this game was going to try to delete your save at some point in order to get a canonical ending. Although if it is if this is purging the data, then I don't understand why I was given the dialogue choice to I think it was a dialogue choice to like let them live or something, or just delete them. Like basically go along with the pod that wants to destroy that wants to delete all the data, and quote unquote complete the Yorha project. I don't know. Really don't know where this is going. This is great. I mean, when I got this game, I was not expecting Geometry Wars here. I'm not even like a big fan of these. Oh shit! Oh shit! See, I'm not good at these things. All right, so I took 2 hits. In regular hacking sessions, a 3rd hit will kill you, and end your little hack. Oh shit! Give up here? No! Okay, so it just lets you keep going, I guess. Alright, so no drawbacks that I can see from just not from just failing outright. Huh. Oh no. Where is this game going? What does this game want me to do? Also, I'm not sure I actually sat through all the credits before, so can't tell you how long this is gonna be. But this is not the action game I signed up for. Ow. Alright. Are we near the end? It's too bad I turned the music down. Now I can't hear this wonderful song that is playing in the background. One that sounds like that it actually has English lyrics. Because from what I gathered about the rest of the vocals in this game, it's all in a made-up language. But this song is definitely in English. Alright, come on. We're near the end now, right? There can't be that many people who worked on this game. Also, it's getting real hard to hit these things. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's so many bullets. Alright, so it looks like the big, the big text is those are the only ones that release the purple ones, or at least release a lot of the big purple bullets. So if I prioritize blowing those up first, see, we're already strategizing here. That's how we do. Oh man. Alright, we near the end yet? No, we still gotta do like the special thanks. We gotta do all the corporate sponsors. Gotta thank Nissan and Cup Noodles for making all this possible. Man, fuck Final Fantasy 15, seriously. And I mean, this is a Square Enix game, apparently. You know, I thought this was developed solely by Platinum and then published by Square Enix. And that, whoa, shit. Fuck. Alright. I'm not dead. Somehow I am not dead. Ooh, this is getting real difficult. This is getting real cluttered. Oh no! Jesus fucking Christ. Message received. You and I are the same. One thing is certain. I'm rooting for you. This is interesting. So the first... Okay, so the first message was... do you give up here? Now it's, do you accept defeat? And then change display. So this is just making the text bigger or smaller. Alright, no, I don't accept defeat. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at how not defeated I am. Ah. Oh, this must be like the final boss. I gotta defeat Square Enix. A company that is very quickly losing relevance. Alright, the difficulty has definitely ramped up quite a bit. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, I forgot if I've already taken a hit. Alright, did that do it? No, there's more? Now I gotta fight the marketing division? Ah, damn PR people. It's always the PR that gets me. Oh no! Is it all pointless? Wow. So like, every time you die, you get more of this shit thrown at you. What the fuck? No, keep fighting. Gotta keep... Oh no, we gotta start at Square Enix again. Alright, I think this is winnable. I want to believe that this is winnable. It's gotta be more aggressive and gotta keep shooting and not focus on dodging quite as much, because if I can quickly kill these things, I will have fewer bullets to dodge. That is going to be my logic. Ow. Huh, it stopped shooting at some point. It's like it felt sorry for me. Alright, so this is where I died. I lost to the marketing division. Oh, jeez. Oh no! Fuck. Do you think games are silly little things? I mean, yes, but I'm gonna keep going. Took a hit already. This is already a bad run. Shit. Yeah. Alright, I'm not dead. Oh, come on, that barely clipped me. Do you admit there is no meaning to this world? I wonder how much of this shit is gonna keep throwing at me. Alright, what does this say? You and I are the same, blah 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 blah. One thing is certain, keep going. Ukraine? What the fuck? So now you get like more of these so-called words of encouragement. Why is Taiwan telling me to do things? Why are all these countries telling me to do things? Ugh, this is definitely harder than any point in the game. Although, to be fair, I do think the game was pretty easy after you've acquired those chips that basically auto-heal you. Ow, where did that one come from? Ugh, I didn't even make it to the PR people. Ow. Alright, that one I walked into. That was my fault. Give up here? No. Rescue offer received from blah blah blah. No! Fuck you, I'll do this myself. I mean, I also have the strange... I don't know, maybe it will just give me whatever would happen if I somehow got to the end on my own. Assuming that there is a end. There is an end. Like, there's gotta be, right? Ow. Ugh, too much bullet hell. Alright, fine. Let's see what the fuck this is. Oh, okay. Alright. So it does let me keep go. It doesn't just bring me to the end. It just summons a bunch of friendlies to come help. Alright, where is this going? Come on. I hope I don't get a... Oh, localization. Right, forgot about them. It's important that you, oh, the merchandising division? Yeah, these people are real important. Gotta blow them up, too. And the, legal and, IP division? Yeah, they're pretty important. QA, you know, we need those people. They test the game and stuff. That's why we're shooting them, because they're really important. We gotta shoot Square Enix in the face again. Alright. We gotta be near the end now, right? Actually, now that I think about it, do I get these friends if I wasn't playing online? Because I noticed, like, yeah, I know, right? Oh, son of a whore. Nagel's data has been lost! Well, sucks for him. Man, he really took that hit for me. Man, I will say, this music does not fit what's going on right now. Alright. We getting there yet? We getting there? Oh god, how did I not take a hit there? Clearly I'm really good at this game, as it turns out. Oh my god. How many people does it take to make a game? President and CEO. Oh man, I'm gonna kill you so hard, Matsuda. Kill the shit out of you. Oh man. So if I didn't accept that offer of help, I don't know if I could have done that.
Everything that lives is designed to end.
Yeah.
They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle.
Yeah, no shit. I could have told you that. That's why we play.
Believe.
That's why we play.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet, here I am, still alive.
Wait, what?
I must look very silly.
When did he suicide attack?
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
That concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Where did all these pods come from?
Then, won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists.
So, like, everything arrives at the same conclusion that a lot of other games about this would have... Oh, look at that.
You must take for yourself.
Aww. Wait, where's the third lady? Why would you only piece these two together? Oh, okay, there she is. Yay! Everybody not dead. Okay, so this must be the true ending then, right?
Pod 153 to player.
Oh, that's me.
Respond to this query. Do you, faithful player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish Nier Automata?
Why wouldn't they be able to? The game's not actually that hard. Alright, let's... What the fuck? Oh, I got you. Alright, alright. So these are all those messages. Alright, let's come up with something really stupid and pointless. Alright, so the first line is like, you are one who knows fear. Oh, this looks suitably useless. Let's use that. Wait, tomorrow's Monday. Actually, rules exist so we can know our freedoms. Two lines that are more or less the same. Okay, so you can actually make this a very discouraging you can make this a discouraging line if you wanted to. Just stop playing if you're that bad. I hate platinum games. Wow, I did not expect them to put just straight up like hate messages in here. Oh well. All right. Where's a dumb one to do here? There we go. This makes no sense. Ooh, I can even like pick my country. Jeez. All right. Here we go. So if anybody sees this,
Pod 042 to player.
They will
Please
be very
respond to this
encouraged.
query. You, faithful player of this title,
Yeah.
have lost your life multiple times to make it this far.
Have I?
You have faced crushing hardship and suffered greatly for it. Do you have any interest in helping the weak?
That's interesting. I don't think I actually died that many times in this game. So what is prompting this response? Oh well, whatever.
Selecting this option enables you to save someone somewhere in the world.
Oh, I got
In
you.
exchange, you will lose all of your save data. Do you still wish to rescue someone? A total stranger.
Oh, oh, that is so the rescue comes from people who've deleted their save data. Oh, will you make the ultimate sacrifice for a total stranger? That's where the save data deletion comes from. Oh man, I thought it was just one of the endings. I'm gonna do it because I backed it up onto a USB, and I don't know if the game is gonna stop me from loading from that USB, but yeah.
The person you save will be selected at random. As a result, this person, who cries out for help even as we speak, may be someone you intensely dislike.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you still wish to help?
Wow, so this is just the game, this is just the game, like, confirming with you and making absolute sure that you understand that it is going to delete your save data right now. And it just gave me, this is the second confirmation. So it's like, if you do this, it is a very, very conscious choice. There's no ambiguity. There is no, oh, I didn't realize that this was what was going to happen. Alright, I'm going to help a total stranger.
So hard to unlock debug mode and chapter select.
I don't even have the platinum in this game yet.
Be available to you. Do you still wish to help?
Wow, this is confirmation number 3. Whatever, I have this backed up on a USB, bitch.
You may not receive thanks for your efforts.
Oh, I'm totally not getting thanks.
Your efforts are purely for show.
Well, I am streaming this, so it is purely for show.
Do you still wish to help?
Yes.
And you are truly, truly sure about this?
Was this like confirmation number 5? Jeez. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I really hope it does let me load from the USB later.
I will convey your will to this world.
Alright. Everything's disappearing. Wow. It's really being dramatic about this. Everything's disappearing. Yeah, I didn't even have all the weapons. Like 71% means there's gotta be like what, 5 or 6 weapons I hadn't found. So I was like nowhere near the platinum for this game. Couldn't find all these either. Like I think the only way that I'm gonna get the platinum on this is I have to use a walkthrough. Yeah, I know, right? Now I'm pretty sure this is happening, like for real, because like I said, the original Nier game, like it's the PS3. I think it's a PS3 game, PS3 and Xbox 360. Like this was one of the endings. This was the ending that is actually, this game is the sequel to that ending. Like it takes that ending as canonical, where you save someone's life at the cost of your save file.
And so, we must say goodbye.
Oh man.
I feel a slight amount of sadness.
I mean, you would too if you just lost 70 hours of progress. Apparently I did. Apparently this is it.
To all of you who spent time with this game, thank you. Thank you for playing.
Thanks, Yoko Taro. Save complete. As in, completed deleting all my shit. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm willing to believe that this was a true deletion. Oh, that's interesting. The screen is Alright, there has to be something that's still saved because of the fact that it has this screen, which you wouldn't do off of a fresh file. It would have the city in the background. So something was definitely saved. Probably just something that this game does not support autosave, blah blah blah. Yeah, everything is definitely gone though. Now I'm gonna see if it does the thing that Nier did, where you can't even use the same name as your previous file. So Harrison's Dessert. Okay, so it looks like it lets me do the thing. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, so all of these settings are saved, which means there is something still somewhere in this file that remembers what the fuck I did. Good. We did it. Alright. So it's just gonna start me from the beginning as 2B, I guess.
Everything that lives is designed to end.
Can I skip this?
We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse Or some kind of punishment?
I mean, we
I
got this
often
right
think
from the
about
beginning,
God
too.
who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
I don't think this part is skippable now that I think about it.
This is Command. Your Hunt Squadron
Especially
command.
since it's,
All units have
especially since
penetrated
the
stratosphere.
expectation is
All
that
pilot systems
you
green
first
across
started
the
this game
board.
and have no idea what's going on.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their
So why is there an E unit
proceed
over
to
there on the
manual attack
left?
formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Blah, 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 blah,
Understood.
blah. Oh no!
12H down. All units
What does the
activate
H
mag
stand
mode
for?
and rely on visuals to evade.
So clearly all the letters mean something in regards to the role of these androids, but
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed.
oh no, I can't do any of the things. Oops. Oh, I definitely took that hit. It's okay though. You can't die here.
11B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Ah.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Alright, if this is really just starting me from the beginning, then I think the next thing I'm gonna do... yeah, I'm level 1. Yay. Uh-oh. The next thing I'm gonna do is...
7E, down.
I'm going to, I can, try to reload my save file from a USB, which means I'll have to stop the stream because, I have to exit the application. I have to exit the game to do that. Oh wow, I auto-dodged
1B
there.
down. Assuming captain's duty.
If that is the case though, then it kind of cheapens the experience, because it means that, everyone who sacrificed their save files so that they can help you at the end of the credits there, all they need to do is just reload from the USB,
Multiple surrounding enemy
or from the
air
cloud,
confirmed.
I guess.
Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Well, you don't have a choice but to start over, because once you get enough of the endings, you get your file deleted, or you have the choice of having your file deleted. So I guess that means I have the true ending of the game. Which I assume means, which means,
4B down.
what's her face? 2B, A2, 9S, they're all alive, but,
2B to operator 6-0.
yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know if I can call that a happy ending.
Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
That's a weird-ass dodge. I don't actually think it moves me anywhere. Also, I noticed this is like the only part of the game where... Ow. Where, oh, and you don't even actually fight anything, so that's disappointing. I feel like that was the only part of the game where you're in, like, Star Fox mode, which is, like, you know, the camera's behind you. Yay, level up. And, I feel like more of the game could have been like that. I was, level 60 when I finished the game. And, I think I was under 50 hours. I mean, this game is not very challenging. Although I am playing it on normal, but, ow. But, after you get chips for, like, the, auto heal after 6 seconds and the, like, heal a percentage of your health every time you kill something, like, the game just becomes ridiculously easy. And, all of 9S's scenarios are also stupidly easy because hacking is just broken. Like, you just inflict so much damage with hacking. So, it's not like the game is particularly challenging. Yeah, so this is the mood... Oh, god damn it. So that's the mode that is like... The game the shooting mode should be doing that a little bit more, where it's like Star Fox mode.
Activating short-range attack gear.
Yeah, skip this shit.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Gotta hit him with my sword. Also, I did find that I was favoring heavy weapons a lot more towards the end of the game. Ow. Don't know if that has to do with like, it turns out that the heavy weapons are actually better. Well, one thing that I was experimenting with toward the end of the game was, oh, I think I have auto heal on. Yeah. Well, let's confirm some of this shit. Blah 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 blah. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. It looks like I already have certain things already plugged in. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Auto use items. So at least in the tutorial, it's never worth it to heal on your own. It seems like it's better to just let the auto item trigger. I've already played Final Fantasy 15 on stream and pretty much eviscerated that game, 'cause it is not a good game. Well, okay. It is in the context of. Oh, is it gonna auto heal me? Yeah, it is. In the greater context of things, it is not a good game compared to what's already been released, and it's certainly not Square Enix's best showing. And I've gone into deep detail on what I find wrong with the game, and you can fight with me on it all you want. Like, it's not just the game isn't perfect. Like, there is just so much wrong with it in terms of like how the story unfolds, how incomplete it feels, stupid little quality of life issues, and the fact that the game is still updating because they must have realized that some of these quality of life issues were a thing and they're trying to fix it.
This enemy is unrelated. Proposal: dispatch it as
swiftly
as possible.
You don't say.
But yeah, I've already streamed that. If you want to hear all of my griping about it, you can just look through my YouTube channel. Like, I even try to be nice to it, and it's just like I'm comparing it to other games that have done what it has done but better, and it's just like, why is this game doing so poorly? All right, give me laser. Whoa. I will say though, I think I would like Final Fantasy 15 more if it wasn't a Final Fantasy title, and if they would just stick to the just the open world elements of the game. I think the game was actually at its best. I think Final Fantasy 15 was actually at its best when it was doing its open world shit, and I think the story and all the parts related to it actually bogged it down. My main gripe about it, and my main argument about why Final Fantasy 15 didn't do so well in terms from a narrative standpoint is it's an open world game, right? And in just every open world game, where you're encouraged to like go everywhere, explore every nook and cranny, and you know, see more of this open world, the story usually serves that, which is to say that usually from a narrative standpoint, your character's motivation is something along the lines of you're searching for something or whatever. Usually, like, point is that there's usually no sense of urgency. And where Final Fantasy 15 really fucked up, I think, is that the story in that game urged urgency. Like, you are supposed to, like, you know, you're the crown prince of some kingdom, and your father was killed, and now you're the king. So technically that means you are now the king of this kingdom. You should be, like, hurrying up to gather up your powers and fight back against the people who killed your father and are about to take over the world. So like, you know, you need to like get the favors of the gods and unlock the powers that are your birthright. And you know, there's like a sense of urgency, like, you know, you gotta do this shit kind of quickly, right? Like, there's no oh, I have plenty of time to hang out with my dude bros, and like, okay, the game lets you do that, but from a narrative standpoint, that makes no sense. Yeah, that's more or less what Final Fantasy 15 is. So it's like, you know, in Witcher 3, another open world game, you spent a good point of that game either searching for Yennefer in the beginning or searching for Ciri. And so, but while you're doing all that, you are a Witcher, so your job is to wander around the world and pick up jobs killing monsters. So it doesn't, there's no sense of urgency of, oh, I really got to move the plot along, like I need to find Yennefer or Ciri because they're in danger, which they're not. Like, you know, it's just, this is a thing that Geralt wants to do eventually, but he also has a job, and when you're playing the open world aspects of the game, that is his job. You are doing Witcher things. And Final Fantasy 15 was like, no, there's a thing you really should be doing, and you should probably take care of it kind of fast, but at the same time, you should also totally camp with your dude bros and you know, fish and ride some chocobos. And it's just like, those two things clash. So yeah, I think Final Fantasy 15 had, well, I think the main problem is, and I'll never get a true confirmation of if this is actually the case, but it definitely feels like a game where too many people worked on it, and it had been too many different things at different points in its life.
Ma'am?
What is it?
So the game is, like, the game,
Do
when you're doing, like, the open world Monster Hunter shit, that feels like a very good game, and it would actually, if that was all the game was, like, you know, if Noctis and the rest of his Choco Bros weren't, like, you know, some royal entourage, and were actually just a group of monster hunters, like, that would be great. Like, that would actually serve the narrative, and it would make sense, and it would also solve the problem of giving yourself a plot where you're forced to, where you're really forced to move things along. And it's not like it can't be done in that world, because it is shown in the world of Eos, which I believe is the name of that world. I didn't delve too deep into the lore of that world. One, because they hide it, which is kind of a dumb thing to do. But in the world of Eos, there are people whose profession is hunting monsters and demons. So there's no reason why you couldn't just have a game where that was your whole team, like that was your whole purpose. Alright, we gotta go get this secret right here. Not really much of a secret. So yeah, like, I even wrote a whole thing on my blog about all the things that I feel were wrong with Final Fantasy 15, so... And isn't there a yep, there we go. I don't even know why I'm unlocking all this. I'm gonna run a save, but I think I'm just gonna overwrite the save with the thing from my USB. Assuming that that option is available. Like, it would have to be. I don't think there's a way for this game to mess around with the PS4 and actually tell it not to load something from the USB. Just gonna jump over all this shit. Oh, so there's like... Oh, what the fuck? Oh no, what happened to my feed? Oh, did I just lose internet? Because that would be kind of sad. Oh wait, no, I still have my feed. I'm still good. Everything's fine, guys. Yeah, my own feed on my computer stopped.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
Wait, so I really can't save at all from any of this? Yeah, I was still streaming. It was just I'm watching my stream as well. on my computer, and it for whatever reason just stopped. It's fine though, we're all good. God, I want my lasers back. I think the fishing in this game is... I appreciate that it's like easier in the sense that there's no actual minigame, but you also don't really do anything. Ow. Ow. So one thing they do in Bayonetta that they don't do in this game is if an enemy is off screen, it will not attack you. So there were clever ways in Bayonetta to, if you're like knee deep in a mob, you can just like turn the camera angle and get them off the screen, and then they won't be able to attack you. And seeing this is a Platinum game, it wouldn't surprise me if they did something like that, but they clearly don't.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner.
But
it's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Yeah, this game definitely feels like
And another thing, stop
this
calling
game
me
definitely
ma'am.
feels way more polished.
It's unnecessary.
I think well okay, so this game did come out after Final Fantasy 15, so it's not like so you can't like say like like I can't make the argument that Final Fantasy 15 has actually had more dev time than this. Oh right, that one's locked. Oh, there's something over here. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised that this game is better than Final Fantasy 15, but at the same time, I feel like I don't see quite as much of Square Enix's development on this. It definitely feels more Platinum than Square Enix.
This place sure is big.
Oh, I didn't do the visceral attack. I should have done it.
I guess humans used to use it as a weapons factory, but now it's just crawling with machines.
There is...
The enemy seems to have
If I had to, so I know like
machine
opinions of this
production.
game are
So
actually
if we
tend to
don't
be pretty
destroy
high,
it, it'll
and
just keep
I do
coming.
agree with most of them. This game is pretty damn good, but is it Game of the Year for me? I would say it's not. As far as the main endings go, like yeah, pretty good. Like they're certainly predictable, except for the one that deletes your save file, I guess. And that's not a bad thing. I will always go back that spoilers. I will always go back to spoilers and a predictable ending are not necessarily a bad thing. Like I figured out way in advance, to the point where I don't even consider this a spoiler, that humanity is dead. Like there are no humans left, and that is just good foreshadowing. And it's not like, oh, your twist wasn't good enough if somebody figured it out. Like, no, that's not how plot twists work. Like, a good narrative, like, plot twists are a narrative tool, and if you do it poorly, people don't see it coming, and they feel that it's cheap. And in this game, the whole revelation that humanity is has been no longer exists, like they've all been extinct and stuff, like that was a good twist. And it's because you could see it coming, and it didn't make it any less meaningful. And all that stuff leading up to the actual endings, like, you know, it serves all of that. The one thing that I didn't really see coming, and I think that part was kind of cheap, was, so I didn't go and research any of this. Like, I knew nothing about Nier and nothing about Drakengard coming into this, and I ended up researching this stuff when I was pretty close to that final ending, which I did, like, you know, 10 or 20 minutes ago. And so the stuff that I really didn't see coming was like the
there's no actual meaning behind anything.
Yeah, and this crap falls down. The crap about and like basically anything that had to do with like the Black Scrawl and like Project Gestalt and all that other stuff was like, okay, this seems kind of stupid. I think it would have made more sense or been more meaningful if I had played the original Nier. But I am not convinced that this game is actually better as a result of being a sequel to the secret ending. I can't know. I don't even know if it's a secret ending, but like the delete your file ending, we'll say. I don't think this game is actually better as a result of it being a sequel to that. Like, I think this game is actually bogged down by its prequels, by its predecessors. And it actually flows a lot better if you just treat it as its own thing, where, oh, it's just a game about robots gaining sentience. Because a lot of this actually, like, feeds into that really well. And you didn't have to know about, like, the Black Scrawl or the Gestalts and the Replicants and the White Chlorination Syndrome and all that stuff. It's like, none of that stuff actually helps this plot at all. Nor does it do a very good job of building the world, because the world is already dead as far as you can tell. Like, if it was just a given that all the humans are dead and there wasn't a particularly good explanation why, like, that works too, because humans are stupid. Like, any number of things could have led to humanity's extinction, and not seeing as the why to humanity's extinction isn't even a particularly strong focus of this game, means you didn't really even need to explain it. Which is why I stand by the argument that the fact that this is a sequel actually kind of bogs it down. Like, if it was just like all of humanity died because they were stupid and killed themselves through nuclear war or whatever, it's like, you know what? Still a good story. I mean, if my whole thing was just like rewriting Square Enix's stories, then like I could totally just do that. Oh man, does that always happen when I do a counter hit? The little lift there? Dust strike? If we were playing some Guilty Gear air combo. Oh, then the camera shifts again. There's a lot of good things going for this game. Like, I actually really like the when the game does something like this, where it's like, and I feel like this is a platinum thing. I feel like I cannot give Square Enix any credit here, because this doesn't seem like a thing that Square Enix would do. The like seamless transition between the 3D fighting and then like the top-down Contra mode and then the side-scrolling Contra mode, like that feels like something Platinum wanted to do, and like, you know, not the kind of thing that Square Enix would think to do. Like Square Enix as a developer has definitely fallen quite far.
I surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling.
I don't think they like
target.
take true risks
Maybe
anymore.
I don't know, moved it somewhere?
Oh, I can't go there? I can't walk around this little staircase here? Alright, let's go climb on the boss. Spoilers, I'm on the boss.
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
It doesn't look like I can jump back there either. Alright. One of the things that so I'm actually not sure if I can really consider this an open world game, because you can't actually go everywhere. It does feel like the game does a pretty strong job gating you and stopping you from going to places where it doesn't want you to go. Like right here, like, why can't I jump over here? I don't understand. Why can't I get out of the factory? Like, you're a robot. You're really strong. You can surely chop through, you know, these cloth dealies. or you know, just walk around here, because like you know, there's a staircase there, and it leads to the rest of the city over there. And I only know this because I've played the rest of the game. So certain things about it really takes away from any sort of open world aspect, but at the same time, I'm not sure this game ever really advertises itself as an open world game. Like, it seems very squarely in the action RPG department.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out?
It's not a hike for him. He's still in
a
he's also still in his little flighty thing while he's while this is going on. So I don't understand why he didn't like fly over there and check out whatever it was that was over there.
Alert.
Alright, boss battle.
Detected. No response from long-range communications.
So like, okay, let's say this was a new file, which it basically is. Ow. What if you didn't have... Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. What if you know, didn't have all this time, and you really wanted to save the game? Like, you actually could not have saved the game at any point, and I'm like, I don't know, 20 minutes into this? That could be real bad. I mean, at least I know for sure when I'm streaming that I'm pretty much going to be locked in for like 20 or 30 minutes at the very least. Or, you know, more likely closer to like 2 or 3 hours. But not everyone is doing that when they're playing their games. So like, what if, you know, you just bought your copy of Nier Automata and you're like, oh, I'm going to check this game out. You know, I'll play for like 30 minutes and, you know, see what it's like. And, you know, you get to about this point and you're like, oh man, I really gotta go, I really gotta go to work or something. And it's like, well, I can't save. Or it's like, I really gotta make dinner. I was really only just planning to play because I just got home from work and, you know, I have like a couple of minutes to spare. Alright, gotta air combo this shit. No? Oh, alright. Guess I can't do that. And then big reveal, the stage is the boss. Oh my god. Which also feels like a very Platinum thing. And the more I play any Platinum game, the more I wish that Bayonetta 2 was on a next-gen console. Because I am not buying a Wii U for that game. It's really unfortunate that it's for what's essentially a dead system. Wow, how did I miss that dodge? Right? Right? Like, and I think the Switch is really good for that, and which is why like Nintendo continues to you know, have market share, is because they understand that that players just don't always have time. Like Splatoon is very good for that, and you know, Mario Kart. Like, these games right here are like, they actually require a level of commitment.
This is the target. I'm going to destroy.
Right. I'll provide support.
I'm gonna support. Here I go, doing a little bit of damage at a time. I think my first run through, this is actually exactly what I did too.
Proposal. Evade.
Oh, I'm supposed to like run away here. Oh, so I just take damage. I thought that would be an insta-kill. And then you'll get like another bad end. I'm dodging. Like, this game definitely, on the whole, feels like a Bayonetta light. Because you have a lot of the same things that you could do in Bayonetta, but also way more forgiving. Like, you could dodge infinitely, whereas in Bayonetta, I think you can only do, like, 4 or 5 dodges before there's, like, a cooldown. In a row, I mean. So, I mean, you still have, like, the giant bosses, which is, you know, cool. And, like, the ridiculous sword combos, and, like, the mid-fight, real-time weapon change. Alright, let's skip this part too.
9S black box signal detected. No response to communications.
I'm going after him.
Just jump on the thing. Jump on it. Just gotta... okay, there we go. I mean, there is kind of a
Negative. Communications have been jammed.
There is kind of an annoying number of cutscenes and stuff in the beginning that, like, just... The thing is, the game is... It makes sense, though, because the game is purposefully throwing you into this with very little context. And the thing is, you don't need it. Like, this game does a pretty good job of except, once again, towards that end there, of showing and not telling, which is good. In fact, that was one of my chief complaints about Final Fantasy 15 was there were a lot of points in the game where I'm like, why are you telling this to me and not showing it to me? You know? And, alright, I leveled up, that's why I'm at full health. I think this game does a lot more show than tell, which is good. And which is why, like, when I was at this point in the game, I was already, like, on my first run through, I was already like, okay, this game is already better than Final Fantasy 15 in a lot of ways.
I have to repair him.
Quick, use your meta gel. I want my laser back. Also, since there's no penalty for just, like, holding on to R1 and just firing all the time, like, that's another thing that just makes this game easy. I guess you can, I guess that's why the options to make the game harder exist, but there doesn't seem to be any particular reason to like, play on a harder difficulty. Like, it doesn't unlock any trophies, and it doesn't, like, you know, level you up any faster or anything. I guess it's for the people who have a true who are truly turned off by how easy the game becomes after you acquire certain plug-in chips.
Should be able to take it over.
Whoa. Although I guess not having lock-on, so the next difficulty level up, which is hard mode, stops you from using lock-on. And I can see certain situations where, like, that can become a pretty significant hindrance. Oh.
Affirmative.
Oh no, I only have 2 small recoveries left. I've actually been doing a way worse job dodging this time around. It's okay, now I'm gonna beat him with his own arm. Smash. And smash your face. Alright, we did it. I can't skip this. But I can skip this. Alright, being able to skip dialogue is a good thing. Oh, really? I thought the one-hit kill thing was only on insanity mode or whatever the hardest difficulty level is. Alright, now we're gonna save. And, yeah. Level 4. So, what is it? It's 11:03, so I've only been streaming for like an hour and a half. So I think what I'm going to do, now that I have this save file, is, I'm going to back out of the game and try to load the previous file off of my USB. That's going to end the stream, but I'm going to come right back, which means it's going to generate a new URL. So I think the only way that you can keep watching this is if you actually go to my YouTube channel and then wait for the next stream to come up. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do a little bit of trophy hunting and also try to pick up some of the endings, because I do have like a guide that I can follow, because I've completed the game. It means I can start using the guides, or at least I won't feel bad about using guides. No, no, get away from me. You're a creep. No. Oh no, invisible wall.
Mission complete and all that, huh?
So yeah, if you guys want to tune in, then feel free.
Now we can.
All right. Signing off, but I'll be back. I promise.